You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, it is not the place that defines the status of the people. Rather, it is the people that defines the status of the place. As we continue our journey of financial literacy, we're going to be looking at the topic, as an African abroad, strategically buy your property. You'll want to pay attention to buying your property because you're going to get a mortgage. Now, one of the things you have to understand is getting a mortgage or buying a property will be the single largest transaction that you would do where you are. Secondly, if you get it right and the property increases in value, it's going to add to your net worth. So it's worth paying attention to. I'm going to be sharing with you 7 things that you need to consider before buying a property. We need to start buying right. We need to start buying smart. The number one thing you want to consider is location. Location. You want to buy in a good area. You want to buy in an area that you have working class people. You want to buy in an area where there are amenities. You want to buy in an area that their safety is secure. You want to buy in an area that people want to live in. Sometimes these areas are pricey. So if you don't have the money to buy in that particular area, you want to just buy outside the area. Now, there's a ripple effect. Over time, it's going to spill over. The value is going to reach out to other properties around the area. So if you can't buy in the main area, just buy around it. Number 2 thing you want to do is you want to avoid buying a property in deprived areas. Areas that lack amenities, transportation is poor, to get to the city is difficult. Now, it might be cheap, but sometimes cheap doesn't pay. You want to buy a property that is going to increase in value. It's going to appreciate. Now, unless you have the news from the government that they're going to invest in that area, they're going to transform that area, they are going to pour a lot of money in that area to transform it, then try and avoid it. You don't want to go there because at the end of the day, you are not going to get value for your money. The number 3 thing you want to do is do not be desperate. When somebody is desperate and they tell you the house is going up in value, there's a lot of demand, people will want to pay more. And when you pay more, you are paying above the asking price. You have people telling you that, you have so many people bidding for the same property. I want you to know that that's not going to be the only property that will meet your need. You need to look elsewhere. You need to look around. Money is made at a buy. So at a buy, you want to make money. You want to buy below market value if you can, or just buy at the right price. You don't want to overshoot. You don't want to pay too much. The number 4 thing I want you to know is you don't want to buy a property with problems. Unless you are a builder, unless you understand construction. You don't want to buy a property with problem because it will take time to fix. Now, if you are not in the game, if you don't know what you are doing, you might end up spending more than what is required. The number 6 thing is you want to buy a property with potential of expansion, whether it is, above, whether it's below, whether it's on the side. You want to buy a property with potential. It is so important. The next number is you want to buy a property that will not be difficult for you to sell. If you decide to sell at any time, it should be a hot cake. Whether you are downsizing, whether you want to upscale in getting a bigger property, you should be able to do that and not have difficulty. So think about selling when you are buying. Lastly, buy a property that has little or no work. A property that you can move in without doing a lot of things. It will save you time. It's your first property. It's a new property. You don't want to be spending time, changing things, refurbishing things. Just buy a property that has little or no work. It might be changing the floor. It might be painting. Just these things. Now, if you do this, is buying smart. You are going to save yourself time. You are going to save yourself money. At the same time, you are going to be happy with the deal that you have made. It is time we start buying smart. We have to know this because real estate is one of the things that will make you wealthy. Real estate is one of the things that will add to your net worth. Real estate is one of the things that will change our social economic status abroad. If you have been getting value from our videos, we'd like you to consider subscribing to this channel, clicking on that like button and sharing with others. Remember, a candle does not lose its value by giving light to others. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.